Walk into any forest and you see what appears to be this collection of individuals. Towering oaks standing in solitary majesty, delicate branches swaying alone in the breeze. Each tree is seemingly locked in its own private struggle for sunlight, water, and survival. Competition, isolation, the very picture of rugged individualism. But beneath your feet, in the dark silence of the soil, an entirely different stories unfolding. Scientists have discovered something extraordinary. Vast networks of fungal threads, finer than a spider's silk, connecting tree to tree, forest to forest, and what they've started to call the wood wide web. These mycelial networks, they don't just touch the roots, they become the roots. A single fungal organism can stretch for miles, linking hundreds and hundreds of trees in an underground internet of life. Through these hidden highways, a mother tree can share carbon with her offspring. A dying oak can download its accumulated wisdom to the saplings around it. When one tree is under attack by insects, it sends chemical warnings through the network, allowing its neighbors to strengthen their defenses before the threat arrives. What looks like a forest of individuals is actually a single organism, a communion so intimate, so essential, that to cut the connection is to wound the whole. So here's a question that gets to me a bit. If this pattern of hidden unity runs so deep in the natural world, what else might we be missing about the true nature of connection? The pattern appears again and again in the strangest of places. For instance, deep in quantum physics laboratories, scientists discovered something that it defies all common sense: quantum entanglement. When two particles become entangled, they mirror each other's behavior instantaneously, no matter how far apart they are. Change the spin of one particle here on Earth and its entangled partner on the other side of galaxies, it responds immediately. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance because it seemed to violate every single thing that we thought we knew about reality. But what if it's actually not spooky at all? What if it's just mycelial? What if the universe itself operates like an underground network where separation is the illusion and connection's the deeper truth? The pattern emerges again in the realm of human consciousness. Carl Jung noticed something particular. People across the globe who have never met in person, who belong to entirely different cultures, they kept having the same dreams, the same symbols, and the same archetypal stories. The hero's journey, the wise old man, the shadow that must be faced. Carl proposed something radical. Beneath our individual consciousness, our conscious minds, there lies a shared consciousness, if you will, a collective reserve of human experience that we all tap into. As if our minds, like trees in a forest, are connected by invisible roots that we never knew we had. So here we have it, repeating across every domain we examine. Trees sharing life through fungal networks, particles maintaining instant connection across cosmic distances, and human consciousness drawing from a shared well of meaning and symbol. It's as if the entire cosmos is whispering the same secret. What appears separate is one. And this is where we encounter the very heartbeat of the divine mystery. The Apostle Paul, writing to a fractured community in Corinth, uses language that would make any mycologist stop in wonder. He said, quote, "Just as a body, though one has many parts, but all its many parts from one body, so it is with Christ." End quote. Paul's not speaking metaphorically. He's describing literal reality. Believers aren't just followers of Christ. They are limbs, organs, cells of every mystical organism. Quote, "If one part suffers, every part suffers with it. If one part is honored, every part rejoices with it." End quote. This is the mycelial network of grace. When you pray for somebody on the other side of the world, something real moves and resonates through the underground. When you suffer, the whole body feels it. When you experience breakthrough, joy ripples through connections that you can't even see. But the mystery goes far, far deeper still. In the ancient theology of the trilogy, there's a concept called perichoresis, literally dancing around. It describes how the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit don't just coexist, they mutually indwell one another. Each person of the Trinity is completely in the others, like an eternal mycelial network of perfect love. And here's the staggering claim of Christianity. Through Christ, we're invited into this dance. We become part of the very network that holds the universe together. The same perichoretic love that flows between Father, Son, and Spirit. It flows through you, connects you. It makes you one with every other person who's ever whispered yes to this mystery. The wood wide web isn't just a fascinating feature of forest ecology. It's a signature, a fingerprint of God who is, in his very essence, communion. So what does this mean for you and for me? For those moments when you feel utterly alone, when the weight of your struggles seems way too much to bear, when you wonder if anybody truly understands, when you feel cut off from everything that matters, the mycelial truth whispers something different. Every prayer you've ever prayed, even the wordless ones, moves through an underground network of grace. Every act of love that you've offered, every kindness that you've shown, it sends nutrients through the soil of the Spirit to nourish someone you might not ever even meet. The inexplicable sense of comfort that comes just when you need it, that stranger who smiles at exactly the right moment, the song that plays when your heart is breaking, the friend who calls out of the blue. Those aren't coincidences. Those, my friend, those are the mycelial networks at work. You are more connected than you know, and your struggles, they're not just your own. When you battle depression, anxiety, doubt, the whole body feels it and sends strength through channels that you can't even see. The saints of ages past, the believers across the globe today, even the angels themselves are somehow sharing the load, sending chemical signals of hope through the underground. Your healing matters not just to you, but to the whole organism. Your breakthrough, it becomes nutrients for someone else's growth. Your faith, however small it may feel, strengthens the entire network. You've never walked alone. You cannot walk alone. A single cell in a body of love, drawing life from roots that run deeper than time itself. So my question for you today is not whether you are connected, but whether you can feel the life flowing through those roots that maybe sometimes you can't see. Hey, my friend, my name's Adam with Faith Labs. I do daily devotionals for busy Christians. I do hope to see you on tomorrow's devotional, so make sure that you're subscribed or following the channel. Until then, onward, and God bless you.